And today we're going to be racing the route being part of the last race. It's the moltifino track, which is, they're going to start over here, they're going to come around here, all the way over there, and they're eventually going to loop around here, and it's 4 laps. Now the thing is Costco's ahead, because last race, he got ahead of IMC Dealer on the last lap, which means he's at 4 points, Costco. So if Extrodius or Jermiat want to win, because they could take 3rd place. I mean, 1st and 2nd are pretty much, like, regardless of what happens, 1st and 2nd are gonna win. But Jermiat or Extrodius, if they get 3rd place, if either of them get 3rd place, they could take the lead from Costco. Because either of them could get 2 points, which would put them ahead of Costco, if Costco doesn't get any points. So if Costco gets points, Costco pretty much wins. Unless they somehow manage to beat Noodle or me, which seems unlikely. But let's get this started. So just make sure everyone is here. I just want to make sure before I start the race, and there's just a car missing and I don't notice the whole time. I think I have checked everyone. Everyone's good. I'll put slow-mo at the yield beginning because it can get a bit laggy, and then when the cars spread out, it'll get a bit better. So, let's go. Got a minute for the noise to catch up. So, McConn's actually off pretty good. And Mailman. So, it's also possible for McConn or IMC Dealer or Mailman to get points. Turn 1 too. Ooh, Extrodius could also crash. I don't know. Costco spins out. Gonna tap the wall a bit. Extrodius also looks like he's gonna tap the wall. IMC Dealer's up to 2nd. Jermiat up to 3rd, so he could get like 3 points here in 5th. Well, tied for 5th. Extrodius and Costco fallen really far behind. Mailman's completely dead back there again. So he's not going to get any points this whole championship. Which sucks because he has a really cool car. And it's really fast if the AI could drive it. And it just seems he shoots the brakes. The AI is supposed to be driving like essentially a record of a 1200 horsepower car, because I expect these cars have a 900 to 1000 horsepower, which a couple have 1000. I have 900. And IMC Dealer is 1000. But Noodle and me both have, or Noodle and me, I have 900 horsepower. Costco and IMC Dealer, I know they have 1000. I think Jermiat also has quite a bit of power. But Noodle and Mailman both have 700. I can't remember how much Extrodius had. I think it's like 800 maybe? That seems reasonable. And McCon might have like 600-ish. But it seems like that was just issues of him braking too late. And maybe his brakes aren't good enough, because his car is really fast for 700 horsepower. If it was keeping up my car, it has like a lot more. And all-wheel drive. So maybe it's really good gearing, but it's just not good with brakes. So the AI would need to brake earlier, but since I recorded it with the intention that people were going to go for a bit more power, and expected more power from people, they would essentially brake properly, but some people didn't and didn't catch up to speed, and it just seems like Mailman's issue is purely to brakes and not the speed. Anyways, Noodle and me are up here. Jermiat is in 3rd right now, but Costco is trying to get him. But given how he did in turn 1, he might not do good next lap. McConn's still with us though, so is Extrodius and IMC Dealer. IMC Dealer is in 5th right now, so if Costco continues to have issues, he could take him this his revenge. Isn't it really funny? I want as many people to get points as possible. My MC dealer doesn't. He's got a family hatchback, so I want to see him get points. Oh, he didn't do too well there. He's gonna get back down to his 7th place, because not 7th. 3, 5, 6. There's 6 cars here in this little. Oh, my car. It's so far ahead, I didn't see it. Yes, Costco's gonna get up to 3rd. And actually, he's gonna probably catch up and pass Noodle. He's got so much more high speed abilities. Although he could understeer here and crash. It's something that could happen. Oh! Noodle got a bit close there and died. Costco's gonna understeer a bit and hit the curb. Oh, and he's gonna go into this wall, so we're gonna like lose 2 people here. Noodle might get back going, but Costco is completely dead, meaning that it's completely possible for Jermiat to win and get like 3rd. So Muscle Truck could come back here, although is that core IMC dealer? Extrodius is right behind him though. He could take Jermiat and get the whole thing. And if actually Extrodius, if he got that, he would get 4th, taking the 4th place from Costco, because if Jermiat completes this, he could get 3rd. Noodle's gonna get back going. No, he lost quite a bit of downforce there, unless there was just an intentional weight reduction. McConn's still a bit behind. He did complete 1 line though, so it's completely possible for him to get points here. We got 2 of the free people still going. IMC dealer is 4th, meaning he can still get points. Let's get up there to Extrodius. Extrodius is more confident, so he's gonna pass on Jermiat. Unless they start breaking, he doesn't, yeah. They're breaking a little bit because I crashed in this corner once and I got really scared of this area. Because my test car understeered a lot. Not my own car, but the car I was recording the line with. A lot of power. It just wouldn't turn. Like, I tried putting a front wing on it. It wouldn't, like, drive in a straight line. So I got into the front wing and then it wouldn't turn. So that was annoying. Extrodius is going to pass Jermiat here. IMC dealer's not going to do too well on these corners. But if he can hold on to that 4th place, he can still get points. And Costco crashed, which means for him, I think that was like the most spectacular crash he's had so far. Can still take it, although Noodle might have the faster car. We'll have to see if he has issues in the upper laps, and that could allow IMC dealer to get back ahead of him. So IMC dealer's gonna freaking drift these corners. His car seems good enough to complete the line. It's not good enough to be competitively fast because, yeah, he's gonna get passed by Noodle and McCon. It's not gonna be little tight areas, but we still have this fight right here. If Jermiat could catch up to Extrodius again, although Extrodius looks to have the faster car. So Extrodius could get passed on the end of the long straight, because Jermiat's car seems to be a bit better at, like, turning and stuff. Ironically, because it's the truck, but it probably weighs less than Extrodius' car because it's got, like, a handmade interior and stuff. To just get it to the weight limit. Or not weight limit, safety. It's not safe body, this. McConn's right behind, and IMC dealer is not. Oh, IMC dealer, I think, might crash. Yeah, he's gonna go right in that wall. He might get back going, but it looks like he's not gonna get the 4th place. Which sucks, but he was only on that good until he crashed and started spinning a bit. They're gonna run this corner. It's a decent speed corner here. This might show some top speed. So I think McCon might actually be able to get ahead of Noodle here, because Noodle has a lot of downforce. Really lost quite a bit of that when he crashed into a wall. He didn't keep going though. Like, he saved it. Costco didn't. He crashed. Completely. We have a good race here. Because anyone could take this. Of these 5 people who are still going. But it looks like, I mean, Jermiat's still going to pass Costco in overall standings, though, because Costco died. So if Jermiat keeps going, he will. We understeers a little bit. He's going to keep going. Let's go to Mukon, because we haven't seen much of him overall. Mostly because he's crashed or just been really slow. Let's see if he can pass Noodle. Frankly, that's a lip. And I did like a little bit of file looking at. I don't think lips actually give drag. Like what was originally thought. So, because they all have their own section for drag. So I don't think lips actually give drag. But yeah, it looks like he's not even going to pass Noodle here. So he's going to have to hope for issues to get points. If he can complete the race. Because of course he just passed in lap 1 and this is a 4-lap race. Which isn't the most laps. This is actually the least amount of laps if RG Mega. Because they did 2 4 laps, 2 6 laps, and 1 8 lap. Which I think is a good amount, and I think that's about what I'm going to do for these longer events. Because Group B is like my big event. So I want the most laps for those. I wanted to think of that like Le Mans, but not that, like endurance racing-ish, but not too endurance, because I did that last time and it wasn't that fun and long. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be fine on this corner right now. They go really slow through this area, and it's just because the AI is stupid, so it's one of those areas that are just not good. So it looks like he's not moving, but he just went really, really slowly. Yeah, you can see Mailman's car crashed literally in the first corner. Like, Jeremy joked about his car crashing in the first corner, but it's still going. Mailman's in that wall. And I think those are pieces of Costco's car. Oh, it lost its rear wing. Like, that's its rear wing right there. Place here and regain his title. Well, not really. I won this time, and Noodle's still gonna get second though. But Giant's still gonna get 4th, which isn't too bad for a truck. And IMC sadly looks like he's not gonna get any points this race. I don't think he's even on the straight yet. He might have crashed again. Maybe he's going down the straight. I don't know. I can't see him. Maybe it's not showing because they're so far away. I'm sure he looks like he's going really fast. He could screw up here. Sounds really fast. Looks really fast. I feel like it's going way too fast for me. We're gonna get free cam right here and watch the cars go by this hairpin. Let me just pause this real quick so I can get this camera set up. Because I want to watch these guys go down here. So get rid of the UI. So watch this. And really low FPS. Because he's got like 8 cars running on a computer beam that says shouldn't run more than like 3. So it's going to be a little laggy. So I'm going to go slowly around this little hairpin. Here. The Spike's wheel is going to go around this corner. Jermiat. Going to stay ahead of Noodle just because of how this track is surprisingly high speed. Like, you wouldn't think it, but it's tight, but it has several straights on it, like actually pretty long straights. They're no longer a road at land, and I wouldn't say it's as high speed as that. It's got quite a few tight corners, but McLaren's still keeping off Noodle though. Oh, he's gonna understeer a bit there. Maybe it's just Noodle's car following the line just really good. Let's go back to Noodle. Oops. Yeah, IFC lure is completely broken. Like he broke a wheel. There's Noodle. I'm gonna follow that car, and I didn't expect it to be the second car, and I tapped again. What did he lose? Like, did he lose a vent on the side? Was that like body molding? I think it was. He made some patchwork, and that might explain it, because people's designs are like lots of fixtures. For this though, it's like perfect. Obviously, it causes weight and beam. But yeah, that's his low to down wheel. I lost a bit more downforce there, which is helping him on the straights though. There's Noodles, or not Noodle, Tosco's corpse right here. That was like an epic crash though, right at the bus stop. And he's gonna need that bus to pick him up after that crash. His wheel's broken, his front end's dead, basically. They just go that way and then go back around. I saw it when I was like looking at time trials for this map. So you couldn't use this without the castle, like if you wanted to race semis. Actually, I don't think you could race semis on this kind of track. Like they'd be as wide as the track. So they might not be able to make some of these corners even without the castle, because they're gonna have to go under that bridge, right? Bridge. So you couldn't semi-race on this track. Yeah, all 5 of these guys are still going, and that's a good amount, because that means someone's not going to get points, which sucks, but it's just a result of the way the points work for this kind of series, which is how I'm going to do it. So, like, group beam, essentially half of the people get points if they finish, and I don't give points to DNFs at all, like, for any of the series. The cup events, I give points to everybody. So even if you get last place, you get 1 point, but it does mean everyone else is going to get extra points. So if there's 10 contestants in Group B, you only have 5 points that first place could get. However, if it was a cup race, there's 10 points that first place would get, and then so on. However, everyone on the bottom would get points. So people in Group B will end up with less points overall in the cup events, even if there's more races, like 2 more, because they plan on just doing 3 for the cup events, 5 for Group B, which is essentially what this is, if it's short in name. Which is just, because I made some lore about like the racing series changing the way the class system works to allow for cars that aren't like production based, which is the intention. obviously not everyone's gonna do that. So now you have to make a production version as banana. But there's no real way for me to enforce that, really. Other than, like, forcing people to make a homologation model. So just imagine that you can go up to your local dealership and buy a banana. Banana, I mean this car. It's called Speed Banana Concept. I watched it show for a bit. Yeah, its wheel's not looking too good. It's a nice looking car. Its wheel's not so nice. It's gonna limp this way. Here's my car. So it's on lap 3, right? I think that's lap 3. I realized I haven't put the UI back, so I'm gonna do that so you can see the speeds. You also see who has ESC and who doesn't. I think most people do. Most people just do it. I think GBGT just calls it ESC, although there's traction control and automation, it's just called ESC in view. I'm not entirely sure what ESC does more than traction control in BeamNG. Like, I've not tested that because I don't use ESC. Like, if I just do traction control. And I've never really needed more than that, even on, like, the hardest to drive cars. And those generally tend to be older cars, or don't even have the option, or just something completely stupid I didn't put ESC on anyways, and it was meant to be undrivable, like the Dodge Charger. Oh, Extrodius is gonna understeer again like he did on lap 1, and actually he might end up just being completely dead here, which could mean Macan could get points. Oh, he could! Yeah, Extrodius just died there. So that means Jermiat will take the second place from Extrodius, and then that means Macan will get points, which means Macan, if he survives actually, he doesn't survive, he doesn't get points. So essentially, by Extrodius crashing, he allowed someone who didn't have points at all, who didn't really have a competitive car speed-wise, or mostly speed-wise, it crashed on most tracks, but even so, it was kind of slow. Like, it got last place at Hirochi of the cars that completed the race. He was fighting FIMC dealer, though. And you'd expect him to win, given how many, like, that's not really a track you use IMC dealer's speed on, but I guess he just had so much power it didn't matter. Hirochi Short seems to be one of the better tracks. I might use that track again for more competition. It's not that line, but it seemed like a decent track. I might use more Hirochi in general, because I haven't used it much. Like, I just used it because I've only used it once before. I'm trying to, like, do different tracks. So next time I'm going to be doing just Suzuka, because I decided to do one race, and just have that be... Oh, Extrodius got back going, so that means Macan's not going to have any points, but it does mean Jermiat could take this. I don't think he'll be able to pass. He's so far behind. Unless Extrodius crashes again, which is possible. He could have messed something up and understeer and crash again. And that could take him out or put him so far behind that he might not be able to catch up. Because you can see Macan back there, he's still going. Macan's car might just have understeer issues, which a lot of these cars do. Because typically, especially on my race cars, I like having 2 wings, and then I can... So I'm still on there. But Jermiat is going into second, which is going to be really good for him. And put him in the 3rd place overall, which is going to be very nice for you in this truck. This is the last lap, right? It seems like it's lap 3. So, yeah, it seems like lap 3. Right here. Oh, Extras, yeah, he's going to understeer and crash again, just to what I said. Let me get to him. Oh, Macan's lost his wing. And it might fix his understeer issues. It'll make him more unstable, probably. Yeah. His wheel's completely missing. It's not even messed up. So we might end up just stopping here, because the AI seems confused. Yeah, it's gonna do what Macan did on RG Mega. It's just gonna stop because AI is confused. Maybe get going again? We'll see. Is Macan gonna be able to pass him here? Because if he does, I don't think Extrodius will ever be able to pass him even if he got back going again. Because he is missing a wheel, so he's gonna crash a couple more times. But Macan still got his wheel. Looked like he didn't for a second. But yeah, if he keeps going, which, given his previous performance, it seems likely that he will. And we're gonna go to him real quick, because I want to watch him, because he's missing his wing. So this is the more interesting car to watch. And it's a nice looking car, too. It doesn't scream 2020 to me, because it does look a bit, like, old. But maybe it's like a car that came out in, like, I don't know, 2014, and it got, like, a small update or something. I think it's on GTR has been out since, like, 2000, still making it. So it's completely possible it's not even, like, lore-wise it was originally. It's just, like, an updated version and have a new designer or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's a cool car still. It's got side pipes, vents. This little light bar in the back. I think that's just a reverse light. It's not going to line up completely. It lines up with the fixture, but it doesn't line up the other bits of the light. It looks kind of odd when you get close, but it looks nice from far away. Built-in, or fuel cap. Numbering. As long as the fade though, the lip is going through, and it's fine. I've had that happen before, and I try to make it not. So I feel like it will collide. Oh, Noodle completely died! So, oh my Jesus. That thing looks like it was... Oh, come on, don't crash. You can still get points. You can actually get a lot of points. No! No, don't you dare. Don't you dare die. Alright, you lost the wheel, but that's fine. He's fine. Like, his wheel's broken, but he could limp his way to the finish line. He's still going fast. He's going way too fast. Unless I completely, like, misjudge how fast you need to go for this corner. Yeah. Ooh, he might make it. Well, we're not gonna watch him much. If he dies, he dies. Also, I lost my front wing again. Why the hell did you keep that? So I lost on Pen Bay. Let's zoom out on console car to see the damage. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, Noodle must have just gone really close and just hit it head on. Which means that we might actually end up with 2 people completing it instead of 5, which was originally. Because Strodius crashed again. Noodle's completely dead, because as you can see, his car is... If this isn't dead, I don't know what is. I mean, he's trying, but he's not going to do anything. I can see that he's still trying to limp his way. He finally got around that corner, so that's good for him. Jermiat's still going good. He's trying to move that wall, which isn't working. Oh, Macan died again. So yeah, I think that sucks, because he was doing good, and then he just lost it completely to Curb. Curbs are deadly. I mean, it's still a 3rd place, which looks good. But the way my scoring system is, I might, like, do it just for fun, recount the scores with the DNFs, including the points and everyone getting points, just to see how you would have done if you actually got points for that DNF, or if you got, like, if you didn't qualify for the points, like, too slow. Giant's back there. He's falling behind on my car. My car's just really fast, even if it's missing its front wing, which I don't know where the hell it went. Like, there's Noodle's car. Noodle's completely dead, which means he didn't complete every single race, which is expected, because he tested. So it looks like he just died on this track for no reason. I mean, that happens occasionally. I know there's like some kind of effect that FPS has on the AI. And given how little FPS I get because my computer's not good, it's completely possible that it would have died if he had this kind of FPS, which no, he probably doesn't. Like, it's probably better than this. What is it right now? Free. It feels a bit smoother than free. It's a smooth free FPS. 4. It's not good, but good for my computer. Moltifino is one of those tracks it's one of those, it's just not very friendly FPS-wise. And I decided to use it for this because it's a track I haven't used before, and I figured it could shake up the scores a bit, and it did. So yeah, I'm gonna be on lap 4 now, correct? Yeah. Really nice when you do the math easily and know the percentages. And also percentages fixed itself, so now when I duplicate the laps, it'll show the percentages properly. Which is a BeamNG update, not something of the line editor that I use. Which you'll know if you're on AAT, so. Someone made an editor so that you can essentially change the lines yourself if there's an issue, which I use a lot because I usually can't create a perfect line myself, like just manually. Like, it'll have issues. Especially when you make it with another car and then using it for another car, and it might break a little bit late at some points. Might break a bit early, might understeer a bit, and then you just need to fix that. Which is why it's a little bit sloppy in some areas, because it goes super slow just to not crash, because otherwise they just go full speed. Which I blame the AI for making me have to do that, not like the editor or BeamNG. Well, actually, the BeamNG is, or the AI is the BeamNG, so it is to blame. And Germany is going to take another bit of points after winning what I believe was third at Penn Day? So he's going to get more points, and that means he will be getting third place. Good result from Kodiak. Oh, he's missing a meter. Was that on purpose? Like, did he never have 2 meters? And it makes sense. Because you could make, like, the argument that it wouldn't need both meters, because the driver would have a better time seeing, like, if it was on the driver's side. It wouldn't even bother just putting on the other side. Yeah, like that it could. Regardless, it doesn't have any other damage, so it might just have 1 mirror. Which is something I never noticed. I'm just looking at the car because there's not really much to do other than commentate on, because most people have died at this point, just me and Jeremy are still going. And the way this race is going, I'm not even entirely sure about my own results. Like, if I'm even gonna finish this. I can see there's actually gotten quite far. Well, I wasn't getting much progress for a bit, and then he started doing well, and now he's completely just parked himself there. I guess maybe he just wanted the view, which isn't, this map, personally, it just looks really sloppy. So, things to fix on this map. If I was the mod creator, fix that road over there, make it invisible. Which I imagine it's supposed to be, and I don't know if it's an issue for me. Change, like, these textures, because they're just ugly. Like, they are ugly. Like, use the stuff that comes with BeamNG, because this is just ugly. Overall, this is a good map. Oh, and smooth the roads. The roads are way too freaking bumpy. Like, it's supposed to be a normal road, and I get that, but the normal roads in BeamNG are just way smoother than this one, in this modded map. I never really liked the idea of having a street circuit kind of built in. It's pretty much Monaco. What is that? Is that a broken bridge over there? I'm just exploring the map now, which is what I did last year's game. Yeah, look, there's a broken bridge. Maybe they're building a bridge. It's gonna jump on it. That doesn't seem very nice, like, to take any of these cars on. Like, if I jumped any of these cars, it'd all just break immediately. Especially Noodle's car. This car's fragile. Also, now I'm missing the front wing. I might end up crashing here. Unless I lost the front wing on lap 3 before this turn. Seems unlikely, because I think I had it for that corner. Crossing my fingers, Jeremy doesn't get first here, and I can... I mean, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to win anyway. Yeah, I'm going to be fine. Oh, my wing, it did get lost there. I must have maybe tapped the curb and it fell off that time. Maybe it did that in testing and it didn't fall off, so I just thought it was fine. Although I didn't pay too much attention, I just saw car complete track, it's probably fine. Well, Steeler's still going. Maybe he's gonna park himself at this automation place. And this track is built into it. Or maybe he's gonna go get fuel, because I know his family hatchback is 1,000 horsepower. It might be a bit thirsty. Just look this way around. He's trying though. I'll watch my car a bit, but we've seen Jeremy's car a bit, and I also want to watch this car so that I know when to, like, do stuff, like the points, so I, like, can free cam. So if I don't see my car crash the finish line, I can't verify that it ever did. It could have crashed in, like, the last corner, and I just didn't see it. Yes, like, moltifino, I feel like it just needs, like, updates. Desperately. Because it has so many issues, like the road's not just being way too bumpy to really use. I mean, I'm using it for this, and although I did say Tsukubu was, or Tsuku, I can't say it, but I didn't plan on using it even if I did do multiple, like, races for Super GT, if it was just too bumpy, but it was even more bumpy than this. Like, this is usable to some extent. It really needs smoothing, but you can use it. Especially with decent suspension. I'd imagine most of these cars have really stiff suspension. You know, a lot of my cars ended up having, like, raised trays set, a little bit less front camber. I don't like the look of 2.5, like negative 2.5, not like positive. Positive 2.5 would be ridiculous. There's McConn's wing, which essentially caused him to die. He must have, what must have happened was he understeered, tapped that wall, and the wing just fell off. And because it wasn't attached properly. Because like the export doesn't attach stuff like as strong as it should be. Like the export and stuff, they should be attached like way stronger. Because they like fall off on the lightest tap. Like, they should be really firm on there. Because that'd really help. Because if it was that firm, it probably wouldn't have fallen off, and McCon could have gotten that points. Like that's just ridiculous. Oh, I just turned my car's engine off. Okay, it's on now. It's fine now. An idiot. Secured Sconti feet. I can't say any of this, but it does say buy now. Why should I buy it now? Should I just buy it next week, or? Is there like a sale? I mean, it says sale on it, 25% off. Like, this map's good, it just has issues with it. And they're just too much, like, the map itself looks pretty bad, and I'd like it to have just regular BMG grass, rocks, and stuff. Which I think would really help it look a bit nicer. Because it looks like it was someone's first time ever creating a texture. And it went badly wrong. Like, that's what it looks like to me. And then also that one road that's missing. I haven't really explored this map too much. So I also have other issues I haven't even seen yet. And I've just driven around the street circuit, and then I've also watched AI drive around the street circuit, and I've drive the little bit of the roads from another competition where I needed to drive myself, and that was it. And it was just a couple roads inside this area right here, where street circuit goes around. So nothing was completely special either. Anyways, I am just gonna go down this long straight real quick and get myself another first place. Come on, people, please make more competitive cars next time. So I would like to see the racing be a bit closer for a bit longer, and it was for the original route beam. And I think it's because, there was a lot of people on Reddit that did it. And pretty much only people on Reddit, because that was before I was on some bigger Discord servers. So anyways, that's me. It's gonna cross the finish line there, and I think we'll wait for Jeremy out before putting in the points. Also, I hear IMC Dealer's car. I know it is because it's a flat plane V8, and I think he's like the only one with a flat plane V8. Actually, it might be Mailman. He's also got a flat plane V8. Anyways, Jeremy's coming along here. So he's gonna get himself third place overall. I already know that because I did the math in my head, and I know. He's got 3 points. He's gonna get 4 points. Not 4 points, 3 points. And that will put him ahead of Costco, who has 4 points and is at a bus stop currently. So he's just gonna DNF again. That's gonna have 2 good finishes though, so that's nice. A 2nd place and a 4th place. Barely. He almost lost IMC Dealer, and I wish he kinda did, because he deserved points for using a family hatchback. Anyways, it's time to do the final points, so let's do race results first. Also, I realized it's not that. So, race 5. Wait, I'm an idiot. There we go. So, me again, Jeremy, and then, have to... Alright, let's figure out who crashed where. Pause. Alright. So, I think Macan gets third right now. So, because Macan crashed a little bit further than Noodle. So, I'm going to copy the DNF bit because I'm going to need to paste this a lot. I don't feel like typing it. And then Noodle crashed. So, Noodle crashed a little bit before Macan did. Extrodius, and then IMC Dealer. Then we're going to have Costco. And we're going to have Mailman. So I feel like that's everything. We can count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got all 8 people. So that's everyone. Let me save this. Boom. So now, for race 4. Or no, not race 4, race 5. So reading the top bit. So me, I'm at 20 points overall, which is pretty much the max amount of points you can get. With like the way the entries. So Noodle is still gonna get 2nd place overall with 10 points, which is half as many as mine. Because he completed all the races. Well, actually, no, he might not have gotten. Wait, did he? Like in 2nd? Like in every race? Wait, so yeah, I got 2nd there. 3rd, 2nd, no points. So he's gonna have half as many points as me. But Jeremiah is gonna grab himself, 3 points? Extra from this race, so that's gonna put him at the 6 points. I realized I should have just. I'm not doing this properly. Anyways, Costco gets 4 points, which still leaves him in 4th place, And Extrodius is going to chill with 3 points. And I think I'm going to add the people who didn't have points anyways. So we have IMC Dealer, Macon, and Mailman. 0 points. Because this is the final result. Actually, I'm not going to write out points. Because we know these are points overall. Save it. So that's pretty much it. So me, Noodle, Jeremy at Costco, Extrodius, and then IMC Dealer, Macon, and Mailman don't get points at all. Because they never completed a single race in 4th place or higher. Mailman didn't complete a race at all. And he's the only one who didn't complete a race. Macon completed 1 race, and he almost completed this one. And then he died. IMC Dealer has completed 2 races, which is surprising considering he has rear-wheel drive at 1,000 horsepower, which he did really good for what it is. And I wish he would have been, like, if he didn't have as much wheel spin, he could have done a lot better. I mean, if I'm honest, I would have just gotten all-wheel drive, because I didn't even put, like, a weight minimum for all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive again, because everyone broke that rule last time I did it, and given how much power these cars are going to have, I figured most people would go all-wheel drive anyways, and I was wrong. What's funny is the one time I don't have, like, any incentive to go rear-wheel drive, everyone does, but when I don't, nobody does. Like, last time, you could go really light if you were rear-wheel drive, but you had to be really heavy for all-wheel drive. This time, you can do whatever. It's the same weight limit for rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, because I figured everyone would go all-wheel drive. And that would make sense because these cars that have so much power, you just need it to be drivable. And some people went rear-wheel drive this time, but last time we only had 2 people, and one of them was me who failed to complete a race. At all. Like, I didn't complete a single race when I did Group B originally. So yeah, that's our final scores. So yeah, that's just it for this series. I'm probably going to start working on the next series, the rules, and I like working on the lines. So I'm probably going to just also probably take a little bit off of working, because I'm just trying to stretch that one competition out to like middle of December maybe, and maybe at the end of November. So I can, or what I'll do is probably take a larger break after that one, and then just wait until that map is updated West Coast, because I'm going to use West Coast next time, so, or the one next time after that time, so, in one event, so next event I won't be using West Coast, and then I will, and I want the good FPS for that, and it's supposed to get a good FPS, and I'm expecting the update to be in November, unless they're just going to pull a surprise at, like, just pull it out in the middle of the night, because I'm recording this on the 30th, which I believe is the last day of October. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, goodbye.